welcome back to my channel. So today I have quite an exciting video because I'm going to be doing another like one branded testing makeup sort of videos, and as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be testing out collection makeup. Those of you who don't know what collection makeup is, I'm not too sure if it's in like every country or if it's just in the UK. It's basically like a drugstore makeup brand that you have in like Boots or Superdrug. Everything is super affordable, and I've actually never tried many of their products before, so I thought this would be a really good video idea to kind of test out a full face of their makeup and let you guys know what the deal is. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below, and also subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to have you here. Come and join the dinosaur family. But anyways, without further rambling, let's get on into the video. Okay, so to start off the video, I'm gonna get my trusty Minnie Mouse headband. This is actually from Primark, so I'm just gonna pop that on to get my hair out of my face. So the first product from collection that I'm going to be trying out is this primer, which is called the Primed and Ready Collection Primer. It looks like this. This was super affordable. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that onto my hand and just basically rub that into my face. We really want that perfect, like flawless complexion. So it's always good to use a primer underneath your foundation. Wow, okay. This primer is actually really good. It's really mattifying my pores, which I don't know if you guys like that kind of look, but I actually really like when my skin looks kind of matte, just because I have quite an oily skin naturally. So whenever I put something mattifying onto my pores, it just makes them look so much nicer, and my foundation always lasts so much longer throughout the day. So skin is primed. I would say that that's quite a good primer. Haven't really got anything bad to say about it. Next up, we're gonna move on to foundation. So the one I'm gonna be using today is the Lasting Perfection Collection Ultimate Wear Foundation. This apparently has up to 16 hours of wear, and it's oil-free with SPF 20. So this cost me $5.99 at Superdrug. So I feel like that's quite a good price for the foundation. Whoa, okay. I did not expect that. Okay, so I literally just opened this expecting it'd be a pump, but it's like the stick, so it's just gone everywhere. Oh my god, it's like oozing out the sides. Can you see that? Oh no, it's gone on my jeans. Right, let's just wipe that off and try again. So the reason why I picked up this foundation is because I've been seeing so many people rave about the Perfection Concealer, which I'll also be using in this video. I've never used either of them, so I have no idea what they're gonna be like, but I've heard amazing things, so I'm really excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the foundation. This is in shade Cool Beige. It's kind of just dripping all down the stick, so I'm really scared it's gonna drip on my clothes. Right, let's just apply it onto the face. I'm really hoping this is gonna be my shade. It looks kind of dark. Oh no. Oh shoot, I haven't got any brushes. I'm so unorganized for this video. So if you're wondering what brushes I'll be using for this video, I'm just using the Zoeva Prime set. So these all are vegan, which is so good. So I'm just gonna be taking the Zoeva Buffer brush and just buffing that foundation into my skin. There is nothing better than a new set of brushes, I'm telling you guys. Quite impressed at this foundation so far. It blends really easily. It's kind of giving me a bit of like a dewy effect, or dewy, should I say? I never know how to say that word. Is it dewy or is it dewy? Who knows? I am really liking this foundation. It blended in literally seamlessly into the skin. It's covered up all of my imperfections, so I give it a thumbs up. Although I have to say, it looks a little bit, I don't know, is it too dark for me? I can't really tell on like the viewfinder, but it just kind of looks a little bit too orange, but I mean, that's probably just because I'm really pale at the moment and it is winter. So next up, I'm gonna take the Lasting Perfection Collection Concealer. This is in shade Fair. Now this cost me £4.19, which is kind of a weird price. I've heard amazing things about this, so I'm just gonna apply that underneath my eyes. Ooh, it feels really creamy. Not bad, guys, not bad. I'm just gonna take this concealer brush and just kind of buff that away into the skin. Oh my god, I am actually shook at how well this blended out, and it's covered my under eye circles so well. Wow. Now I can understand why everyone was raving about this for like ages, and I can't believe I hadn't tried it until this point. That's literally insane. I'm actually gonna skip powder today because I wanna maintain that like dewy effect to my skin, and I'm gonna move straight into contour. So I'm gonna be using this highlight, blush, and bronze palette from Collection as well. This cost me $4.99 at Boots. I'm actually only gonna be taking the bronzing shade from this palette because I already have a highlight and a blusher I also wanna try out separately from this. I'm kind of worried because this does look a little bit too orange for my liking. You guys know I love my like cool toned bronzers. So I'm just gonna go straight into the cheekbone. Not much is really showing up. Let me pick up a little bit more. Okay, there it is. There it is. We're getting there, guys. I felt like like this bronzer was gonna be a little bit too warm, and don't get me wrong, it still is a tad bit too warm for my liking. I definitely prefer much more cooler toned bronzers slash contour products, but it's not the worst. Like, I've definitely tried worse bronzers than this. I feel like this palette has like a mid-range sort of pigmentation. This palette would definitely be really good for people who are just starting out in makeup, because it's not like you can really go overboard with the contour with this. Now, moving on to blush, we're gonna be taking this single collection blusher. This is the Soft Glow blusher, and this is in shade 3 Cheeky. And I love the color of this. It's so like nice and fresh and peachy. So I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush like this and just dab that into the product. And then we're gonna go straight into the apples of our cheeks. Ooh, that's really pretty actually. Yes, I am liking this. Absolutely loving this little blusher. It is so pretty in color, and it's so pigmented as well. The tiniest bit goes a long way, so you guys need to pick up one of these because it's so nice. Now moving on to the highlight, my favorite part of every testing video, I'm gonna be taking the Collection Speedy highlighter. This is basically just like a chubby highlighter stick. It is such a pretty color inside. I haven't even swatched it yet, and I'm really, really excited to put it on my face. So let's just dab it onto the cheekbone. Oh yes, that is so nice. Do you guys see that? Oh my god, this is literally the easiest highlighter application I have ever tried. I love these little sticks. Like, they're just so easy to just like chuck into your handbag and you're good to go. You could definitely build this product up and just get that really blinding effect, but I feel like it looks really pretty when it's like subtle and it kind of looks like part of the skin. So now that the skin is completely finished, we can move on to the brows. So for this, I'm gonna be using the Collection Instant Brow Pomade. This is waterproof and long lasting, so I'm really hoping this is gonna be my shade. The color in the pot looks quite promising. It doesn't look too orange, which is another thing that I really dislike when it comes to like skin and brow products. When the product's too orange, it just doesn't look good. Okay, so I feel like this isn't as pigmented as I thought it might be. It kind of just applies, but it's quite waxy. This did only cost $3.99, but I feel like if you're gonna pick up any brow product from Collection, it should probably be the little like pencil, because I feel like that's gonna be a lot better than this. I don't really like the color either. I feel like it's a little bit too light for my brows. Like, you can see where I filled it in, and it just doesn't really look that good. But at the same time, I feel like the darker shade would have been too dark for my brows. So those are the complete brows. I have to say, they still turned out pretty okay. They're not the best, but they're also not the worst. The product is definitely workable, but it just takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of time to really build up the pigment. So now moving on to eyeshadow, I have two different palettes we're gonna be trying out today. So the first one is the Collection Eyes Uncovered in Nude Rose, and then the second one is the Matte Nude Rose. So we're kind of going to be using the both of them to try and create a look. So first up, I'm going to start with the matte palette, and I'm going to be taking this brown shade from this palette to kind of pop that into the crease and use as a transition color. Okay, so far that brown shadow literally has done nothing. I mean, can you guys see any eyeshadow on my lids? Because when I'm looking up close, there is no shadow to be detected. I'm going to try the darker shadow, which is this one here, and maybe that will show up a little bit better. This shadow palette is not like mind-blowing. Again, it's quite subtle. Maybe this would be really good for beginners, but as like a makeup lover, I just expect something special from an eyeshadow palette. I would say this is a little bit too subtle. It's kind of on the verge of not showing up on my lids at all. I'm gonna take the more peachy shadow now and try and pop that through the crease as well, just to see what kind of pigmentation we'll get with that. Okay, so I feel like I'm starting to sort of get somewhere. I'm trying to build up the pigmentation of the colors, but it definitely takes quite a few layers to try and, you know, get it to get there. I'm now gonna take the darkest shadow from the same palette and just kind of pop that on the outer corners to deepen up the look a little bit. I have to say, out of all the eyeshadow palettes I have ever tried on this channel in like testing videos, this is probably the one I'm most unimpressed with. Obviously no disrespect to Collection, because they do some really amazing products, but this eyeshadow palette just isn't really for me. Okay, so let's just say with this look, I'm going for a really natural smoky eye, because that's literally the only thing I can really achieve with that palette. I'm now gonna take the Nude Rose palette and just kind of hope that these shadows will kind of jazz up the look a little bit, because it's kind of lacking. I'm gonna use my finger to do this actually, so I can see how they apply with just fingers. Okay, so that just definitely proved my theory. Using my finger definitely gives a more pigmented look, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit more my finger onto the other eye. I'm now gonna take the darkest shadow from this palette on my finger, Ooh, that looks quite promising. And I'm just gonna try and pop that on the outer crease. Okay, there's a lot of fallout, but it is working. It is definitely a lot more pigmented with my finger. I'm gonna try and blend out the edges with a brush for a little bit more precision. I'm also gonna take that dark plum color and just pop that on my lower lash line as well. At the end of the day, we did manage to achieve quite a nice look, and I feel like these shadows are just a little bit more wearable and toned down for every day. I'm now gonna move on to the eyeliner. Now for this, I'm gonna be using this one right here, which I've actually used quite a bit in the past, and I really like this. This is the Collection Fast Stroke Eyeliner. I'm pretty sure I actually included this as one of my dupes for a high-end YSL eyeliner in my dupes versus like high-end makeup video. If you guys haven't seen that yet, click the little eye up there to check it out. So today I'm gonna be creating like a winged liner. I'm telling you guys this now because I literally cannot talk whilst I'm doing my eyeliner. There is just way too much concentration involved. Literally gonna hold my breath for the next 2 minutes. And for mascara today, I'm going to be using the Collection Volume Max Waterproof Mascara. So this one's actually really interesting because it's got a primer end as well as the mascara end. So first up, I'm going to take the primer end and see what that's like. I'm trying to apply this to my lashes, but I feel like nothing's really coming off. Okay, I guess my lashes are primed, although I feel like there's nothing actually on them right now. And then I'm gonna take the mascara end. Ooh, I quite like that wand. I'm really hoping this is gonna give me some good lashes. So I feel like the formula of this mascara is kind of dry. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna understand what I'm trying to say with this, but I feel like a lot of mascaras have like a really dry formula. When you're actually trying to apply it, there's not that much coming off of the wand. I don't really like formulas like that. I prefer when my mascaras are quite watery in consistency, so they actually apply to the lashes. Okay, so now that the eyes are completely finished, I'm now going to move on to the lips. Now the first thing I'm going to use is this lip primer. So this is the Primed and Ready lip primer by Collection. It's just like a lip balm, I guess. So I'm going to apply this to my lips first because we are going to be using a matte liquid lipstick today. My lips have been so dry and cracked recently, it's ridiculous. If you guys know any really good like lip balm or lip treatments that you guys have been loving recently, let me know in the comments because your girl needs some help. Okay, so now to line my lips, I'm going to be using this lip liner right here, which is the Collection Lip Definer in shade Nude Pink. This cost me $2.79, which is a really good price for a lip liner. It has a very pointed end and it's like one of those retractable ones. Oh my god, it is so creamy. Absolutely loving this lip liner. It was so affordable and it's really pigmented. It's super smooth, so I'm really liking this. And now lastly for the lipstick, I'm going to be taking the Collection Velvet Kiss Moisturizing Lip Cream. This one is in shade Caramel 2, which is such a pretty color. Oh my god, this smells incredible. It smells like the Kylie lip kits, which smell like vanilla. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I mean, I am loving the lip. Like the lip and the highlight is definitely my favorite part of this whole video. This lip color is so beautiful. It feels so moisturizing on the lips, even though it's like a matte lip cream. So what do you guys think of this look? I honestly feel like we managed to achieve a pretty like wearable, everyday sort of look with literally so many affordable products. Out of everything, I think the only product I probably wouldn't recommend is the eyeshadow, because although it did manage to look quite good in the end, I just had a little bit of a struggle with it, and it was kind of annoying to have to build up so many layers of each eyeshadow to like really get it to be pigmented. But with that being said, it's definitely really affordable, so I feel like if you want to try it out, it might work for you, even though it didn't really work for me. Definitely do let me know in the comments what your favorite product was out of this video, if you have tried any Collection products in the past and what you thought of them. And as always, I would love for you guys to recommend any other like makeup brands you'd like me to try out, or if there's any like weird beauty products that you have seen recently, definitely let me know in the comments. But yeah, that is all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.